Back in the day, America used to be the beacon of democracy and freedom for white people and also for white people. Now if you ask what did other minorities think of that, well, black people were too busy working their ass off in the fields, and as for Native Americans, let's skip over that. But things changed when this gentleman arrived who managed to convince the entire country to ban slavery. And then he got shot for it. But ever since the end of the American Civil War, the US started to grow and grow in power, and after World War II, America reached their modern status of global police country. If you are a random farmer from some Pakistani village, if the US doesn't like you or you have some oil in your house, prepare to get bombed to hell. It doesn't help that the American elections got downgraded so much during the last few years.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
I mean, in the last election, you had a choice between an orange felon and a woman. Russia was always ruled by tsars and dictators that really just wanted to expand the country and expand their coffers as much as possible. The Russian Empire was a huge country, but it didn't develop on par with the rest of Europe, and it fell during the October Revolution, being replaced by the mighty Soviet Union. During communism, Soviet Union made friends with the West to kill the Germans, and then they made friends with the West to kill themselves because they spent too much money on this and not enough money on this. Russia today is ruled by a dictator that really just wants to expand the country and expand his coffers. Wait, is that not the same as before? I guess things never change at all, except now they have their own McDonald's chain, so that is nice. Canada was originally frog-eating territory, but it soon changed to the bean-eating territory. After they became Britain's bitch, Canada started beefing with America more often, which escalated to the point where the Canadians decided to go south and burn the White House like a boss. During World War I and World War II, Canadians really went overboard with war crimes, and after the wars were finished, they decided to chill out a bit and change their persona entirely. Today, Canadians are the most nice and kind people that you will ever meet. They will apologize for saying sorry too much, but really they should just apologize for inventing maple syrup, because that shit is disgusting. Now, I'm not afraid of Canadians getting pissed off over this comment, because most of them are too busy losing their shit over hockey games. France was always the big bully of Western Europe, who were known as fierce fighters and fierce baguette enjoyers. This reputation peaked during the rule of this 100% French general who came in to stop the head chopping of the French Revolution and put all of Europe under the guillotine instead. But even Napoleon took things too far and he got bitch slapped all the way down here, where he died. Any reputation of fierce warriors that the French had is today erased thanks to this guy and his trip to Paris, and all that is left now is French surrender memes that are still unfunny as ever. France also lost its entire colonial empire, kinda, and to top it all off, they also lost the World Cup final in 2022. But one thing the French have kept is the need to riot over any little inconvenience they face. Ottoman Empire was the original big bully of Europe before any of these guys. They fucked Europe so much that the Western European countries were forced to find new ways to get to India for spices, and they accidentally stumbled upon this continent. But the most damage they have done is in Eastern Europe and the Balkans. Here in Serbia, the Ottomans were doing this and this, but they also spread their amazing food, so thank you for that, I guess. Instead of having a badass name, the country went from being called the Ottoman Empire to being named after a thing Americans eat for Thanksgiving. And instead of flooding Europe with their troops, Turks now flood Instagram comment sections that mention Galatasaray or Fenerbahce. They really went from the most feared warriors to the most feared keyboard warriors.